Morning. That's the best you can do? Come on. Thank you. I do want to start off by saying that as the designated old guy in the group, I might have to refer to my notes, so please bear with me. But I do want to ask you, isn't it a bit ironic, especially this morning, that they call it rush hour when it's easily the slowest time to be on the road? I really just don't understand how come some days it takes an hour and a half to get just 2 miles. So I was actually kind of ranting about this the other day to one of my golf buddies, and his response was, well, we do it to ourselves. Like that's the answer to everything. And I really needed him to explain that. So he said, you know, sometimes, well, most drivers, they just don't really know what they're doing, right? Even when they think that they do. For instance, you have the new driver, the cautious driver, who's always driving very slowly below the speed limit, right? Or you have these clowns that are always slowing down to rubberneck because there's some sort of a fender bender, right? Or maybe a deer on the side of the road. Or you get these guys that wait until the last minute to decide that they want to change lanes. And then everybody's got to slow down to let them cross. Well, we do it to ourselves. Does that sound familiar? See, in 2012, all the industry talk was about how these new technologies in the hands of empowered consumers would change the game, right? Tell you the truth, we really weren't all that worked up about it. I mean, after all, the reality is that maybe it was kind of wishful thinking on our part, but we thought that, actually we knew that everything was just going to return to the status quo, right? So while many of our members, especially the younger guys, were trying to get into these exciting new future possibilities, and other guys were girding for the collision, we, the association leaders, were biding our time. See, we saw that the economy was showing signs of improving, right? We saw that, well, you just saw it. You know all the reasons. So as you understand though, we had seen this before, right? We saw recessions rise and fall. We saw new players trying to break into our industry. But every time we were right. We just waited. And sure enough, things seem to work out our way. So with experience as our guide, our new buzz phrase was, give it time. Don't worry, Sam. Things are coming back. Things are bouncing back. It's business as usual. But like a lot of agents, Sam was only on this road for a certain period of time, right? I mean, he did see an exciting future ahead. Except that he was getting slowed down, and it was because of us. We were the ones that were slowing him down, and we were asleep at the wheel. Then 2015 hits, right? And then there was no denying that things were changing. Actually, things had changed forever. And we'd already seen our lower membership numbers. They were diving, but now they had just bottomed out. And Sam here, oh, he was gone, along with all of his other buddies. Because not only were they frustrated with us, because they thought that we were slow, we were risk adverse, but they were also questioning their own careers and their own future. See, with commissions diving, and with new players getting into the industry, and with them believing that, well, we were satisfied with using a stuck business model, they had the same questions as always. Oh, don't forget, there was always the, what are we paying dues for again question? Well, actually, not since Moses parted the Red Sea had we ever seen such an exodus like this. And Actually, many of our highest profile association members had left because they thought that we were a bit too slow and behind the curve, that we were a little out of step with the times. And the road that we were on, I was starting to get pretty empty. And those frustrated agents, like Sam, they were finding new roads. They were innovating. They were getting involved in new and exciting opportunities. Like these two young kids. They were former members of mine. They took the whole brokerage system, put it into a Facebook app, and turned it into a game. Like Zynga's Cityville. Oh, except for the real houses and the $1 billion IPO. Sure, I'm sorry that we weren't supporting that one, huh? So I do wonder if what would have happened had we embraced more future-facing strategies. What do they say about hindsight? All I really know is that when things get bad, sometimes it's a lesson to us to realize that we have to do our part to make it better.